Hello, everyone. We'll wait a little bit longer for the last few people to trickle in.
Thanks everybody for being patient. I know that you've had a really long day and put in a lot of really hard work. We appreciate it, and we're really excited to give away these awards. There's been some awesome projects, not just the top 8, but there's so many really good ones. Like, you guys killed it. It's awesome. We're so proud of you.
Okay, I think we can get started. It is 8:45. Okay, welcome to the High School I/O 2021 showcase. We are so excited to get this going. I know it's been a really long day. You guys have worked so hard on your projects. They have been amazing. I really can't believe some of these projects that we've been seeing. Hats off to you guys. So yeah, here's the showcase hosted by OHIO. But first, before the showcase, here's a reminder, please fill out the post-event survey. You can find it in an announcements channel. It will also be emailed to you, so keep an eye out for that. If you fill out the post-event survey, that is your chance to get t-shirts and swag where you insert your address so we can mail it out to you. Also, keep a lookout for show OHIO, which will take place on April 9th. Tickets are now live. This is free as well. And anybody can come and watch. And this is where students of Ohio State, faculty, alumni will be presenting tech projects and just the things that they've been working on. So it's a really cool opportunity to get out there and just get more exposure to more tech projects, to just know more about what's happening. Also, High School I/O is completely free, as you all know, and we would love to keep it that way, but we really, really need your help. So there's a Buckeye Funder, which is a kind of like a GoFundMe for High School I/O. This is the link, and we would really appreciate it if you could get the word out, family and friends. Any help is greatly appreciated. We thank you so much for your time and effort here. And secondly, congratulations to you. You guys have worked, again, really hard. This has been a really, I would say, grind, a tough day. You ran into obstacles, you got over them, you deliberated, you solve problems, you solve these huge challenges, these real world challenges that like professionals struggle with, and just hats off to you. Nothing more can be said there. So with that, we'll be going to the agenda for tonight's showcase. So first off, we'll see the 2-minute videos from our top 8 finalists. And then we also have a Buckeye Choice Awards. This is more of like a fun, interactive, all of the participants get to choose their favorite finalist. And there's no prize attached to it, but I mean, it's pretty cool. You get some bragging rights saying like 50 people thought my project was the best one out of the 8 finalists. After that, while we're waiting for our final judges to decide general prizes, we'll get a special address from State Superintendent Mr. Paolo Di Maria, as well as a presentation from Peter Glotfeldy from Microsoft. After that, if there is still time remaining from the VIP judges, we will have a Q&A with the finalists. So here we can ask any questions you would like to ask about the projects. How did they come to their solution? What was the process? Anything of that sort. And after that, we'll get to what everybody's been waiting for, the winners. So the NSF Challenge winner will be announced, as well as the regular prize winners. So with that, we'll get started with the project videos. So first up, we have Joel's rap.
Hey, Shonak.
Oh, yeah. So you can't hear the. Oh.
Okay, we have all been there.
It happens.
Yeah, you need to share it differently, right? So
Yeah.
Do you remember where it is?
Check the box.
Let's see. Music. So sorry about that, guys.
No worries.
So it's only letting me do music or computer sound only. Oh, here's the box. Okay. Can everyone hear it now? No.
Hey, my name's Ziad Mansour, and my partner is Manav Malik, and together our hack was a mass detection monitor.
To demonstrate this, we created a web application. So here you see a file upload portal, and we can choose a file here. We got a test image earlier, test.jpg, and what you can see here is that some people are wearing masks and some people are not. So we can open this and hit process media. And while it does the processing, what you'll need to know is that at the end of this, it'll show a reports page, just like this, where it displays a mask score, in this case 75, and a classification, in this case okay. It also shows the annotated file, where you can see 6 people wearing masks and 2 people not, hence the score of 75. You can also download the annotated file for further examination. Also, what you can do is attach a video to this and upload the video to determine a mask score. Because these take slightly longer to process, I've already pulled up a report from one of them here. Well, you can see the mask score was 30 out of 100 and it was classified as poor. You can also see the plot here that showed that for most of the time, people were not wearing masks, thus the mask score of 30. We can download the annotated file here to view what the video looked like. As you can see from this, it actually classified the face in real time. So right now it's showing no mask. And when we put on the mask, what we see is correctly classified as mask. So this is just the web portal aspect of our application.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Manav. Now I can demonstrate how this program can be run locally. And if you, excuse me, can't type. If you don't provide any parameters, and it'll use a webcam. And as you see, this is me right now, and it's detecting real time. And once I end this, it will create a report as my partner demonstrated. And that can be found in the run folder.
Okay, super cool project from Johaus Rap. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Up next, we have Mega Team.
Mental illness is a serious issue. The National Alliance on Mental Illness estimates that 1 in 5 Americans experience mental health afflictions each year. However, there is no clear understanding on how or why it occurs. Enter MindScout, a modern approach to an ancient problem. MindScout is a progressive web app that collects health data from smartphones and wearables to produce insightful data visualizations on mental health with respect to location. There are 3 steps to MindScout: data collection, analysis, and visualization. First, data is collected through synchronization with Apple Health Kit or Google Fit. The user can also manually enter data. Then it is sent to our machine learning model.
To predict if a user was afflicted with mental illness, we created a supervised learning model based on the k-nearest neighbor algorithm. This model was trained from a Kaggle dataset and has 87% validation accuracy. However, we plan to replace this model in favor of the k-means clustering algorithm. This will allow more complex discoveries and increase in accuracy over time as our user base increases. After it is processed by the AI, it is sent to the mapping visualization tool.
The mapping visualization tool shows potential depression hotspots throughout the Columbus area as revealed by the artificial intelligence system. This is one of the core features of the MindScout system. Areas marked in red are prone to higher rates of depression based on the model, and clicking on these areas reveals additional information about potential factors that have been contributing to mental health problems. This data is useful and can be used by public health experts, lawmakers, city planners, and government officials to monitor and improve public health outcomes.
Thank you for listening to our solution for the mental health crisis. We hope you can join us in implementing our modern approach to this ancient problem.
Great job, Mega Team. Next up, we have
Mental illness is a serious
TSM.
Hello, today we built a web app framework utilizing the Python library of Django to create a map to show where vaccines would be available. We offer an easy way for vaccine providers to input their data regarding vaccine availability, as you see right here. So here, the vaccine providers just have to log in. Let's use a test and then provide another thing. And then they have their name, their address, and then also a link to their website. We're just going to use Google as an example here. And once they're logged in, they can add availability dates and times for times when a vaccine would be available. And then they can add the type of vaccine that is available. We just put this in here because we don't really know right now. And then we submit. And once the data is submitted, the data gets sent to our Firebase database, which is right here. So this is the data we just sent using that previous web app part. And then, and this data is then used to populate our maps, which George can talk about real quick.
Yeah, so this map data is populated by the Google My Maps embedded API, and we basically hand it latitude and longitude information, and it zooms in on the specific location that you need to go to in order to get your vaccine.
And here, there's a drop-down where we will later populate the locations where vaccines will be available. And Mark, you could talk to us briefly about what kind of code makes this work.
So in the backend side of this part, what it does is it goes through the entire database and it looks for that certain address or that certain location, and then it prints out the appointment times and the link to where you can book your appointment for the vaccine.
And then just to showcase a bit more code that makes this work, we utilized Django as well as Firebase as well as Beautiful Soup 4 to utilize the API, as well as we used sessions within Django to keep track of vaccine providers. And that is our project. Thank you so much.
Super cool, very relevant amidst the pandemic. Next up,
hello.
We have Micro Hips Don't Lie.
Drew up detailed diagrams that would guide users in identifying the common plant allergens. For example, these are common allergens from Ohio.
In making this app, we researched a lot of plants and trees that produce pollen, and during the program and design phase, we tried to make our app as user-friendly as possible. Some of the tools we used was the map box for our map API, along with the open weather to provide us wind information such as the wind speed and direction. We developed most of it on Android Studio, and we also used a SQL database to hold the images that users would upload.
Here's an example of what it looks like when you contribute a photo to the app. You take your photo, you can add any comments you want, update the location that it automatically gets, then you can try to identify the plant, or other users can also help you, and you can do the same.
When users first open the app, they'll be greeted with a map. On the map, they'll see various trees and bushes which indicate the various types of trees that produce pollen that users have marked on the map. There'll also be an area where users will be able to upload photos. And lastly, they can also go to the community section to look at examples of plants that produce pollen to help them identify which plants they're looking at. For people suffering from severe seasonal allergies, this app provides an opportunity for those who need it to take allergy medications ahead of time or to steer clear of the areas altogether.
Distributions of locations of certain allergenic plants also tell us the larger story about the settlement of the region and how the seeds were spread, as for example, ragweed was likely spread in North America by settlers who picked it up in their wagons when they cleared farmland and cut down forests.
The accurate geo-encoded data from our app can also easily be integrated with the R statistical programming language, which is the industry standard for ecological studies.
Thank you so much. And next up, we have the E-Boys. So there is no audio with this video either. However, so if everyone opens the chat, the team members of the E-Boys, they are actually explaining it within the chat. Unfortunately, their audio wasn't able to play, but from the looks of it, it looks like a super cool project. Thank you for that. And next up, we have Team ACT.
Hello, I'm Tibby Hanley. And my name is Kanai Hanley. We are Team ACT and the creators of Stomp, the fun, interactive Bluetooth device that helps you get your steps in. So our app will connect to a Bluetooth device such as this, which will be implanted in the heel of a shoe, so that every time you step, the next sequence to the song will be played. So this is our Stomp main page. First, connect to your device. Okay, so we're connected to our shoes. So what we're going to be doing is this is going to be counting your steps right here. And so first we're going to choose out of our playlist. Right now these are locked because you have to unlock them. So right now it's programmed to every one step it would unlock the next song. But that's just for time purposes. Usually it would be like the next 100 or 200 steps. But right now we're going to choose this song right here. And we're going to start. And as you can see, these ones are just getting unlocked. We've taken 7 steps, and now if we take one more step, we're now at the part where you can actually choose your own file. So I'm going to go and say, I'm going to choose, how about Party Rock Anthem. Any music file at all would actually be able to play right there. Also, what this is also doing, say if you want to leave and turn it off, and so we're just going to come out of here, and say we come back. Still remembers all your steps and it still remembers all of your achievements. Also, you can share all your score on Facebook or Twitter or something like that, so you can have like a competition. Also, we have this mobile app. We just used it on our digital on the computer because it's easier to share screen and save more time.
Really cool, really cool. Some people are saying they 100% want this. I think you guys might have a
Hello, I'm Tibby Hanley.
product idea there. Moving on, we have Team Great.
Good evening. This is Team Great. This is Ife.
This is Gurleen.
This is Nikita.
And this is Brian.
And we are presenting to you the Motive Up app. Are you lacking of motivation to do schoolwork? And especially during online class and quarantine? You're not the only one, and we are here to help. Motive Up encourages little children, especially elementary school kids, to complete their work, competing with friends along with a wording system that allow children to feel connected.
Some of the features of the app include a fun avatar, which you can customize. There will be a competition with your friends and other students, and a calendar and a daily to-do list will be displayed.
There's a database written in SQLite with C# as well.
So to the left of the page, you see the sign-in page where users can enter a username and password, and you can also create an account if you don't have one. And here is the code.
This is the profile page. It displays the basic information of the user. And the menu is located at the bottom right, which has links to all the pages for easy transitions. This is the task page. It includes a customizable avatar and a to-do list.
The to-do list gives the user the tasks that they have to do for the day. And the calendar shows the user all the tasks that they have to do for the week.
For our work page, once the user finished their task and that's signed from the teacher, they will automatically get awarded with points as listed right here.
So once enough coins are earned by completing the tasks on the to-do list, the user will be able to customize their avatar by buying different costumes.
And for Leaderboard, you can competing with friends, especially in your class or even the grades. And for our weekly top 3, they will be listed on the Leaderboard, and they will be awarding points and prizes.
The profile database gives people access to the name, the password, how much money they have, and the rank for the week.
For our future improvement, we want to link the database along with the app to make it more functional, connect with globally, and even target bigger consumers like high school students and college students. We want to also improve through feedbacks like survey and questionnaires. Thank you.
Really cool project, guys. And last but not least, we have Team Trap.
Hello, we are Team Trap and we present Music Connect. For our project, we wanted to create something that would connect people across the United States through their musical preferences, their personality, and their state of mind. To accomplish this, first we created a survey which people would fill out to obtain data such as their personality, their interests, and their stress levels. Next, the algorithm integrates the data and searches for similar people nearby. And finally, the users get a story of their musical environment, and this includes similar people in music groups. So this program could be used to bring the musical community in a certain area together and it would allow people to coordinate events. It would also cater to the musical story of a region. Here we have the website that we created. So people can take the survey. This is of course just a sample and doesn't have all the questions, but it includes questions such as about their personality, their musical taste, and their stress level. And then after they take the survey, here it will show their musical recommendations and it will show people that are nearby.
Data from the internet to train a neural network using TensorFlow. Next, we inputted our results from the survey into a CSV file. Then the program creates an encoded representation of each person from the results and matches them with other people with a similar interest to them.
And here we have the location program, which is work in progress, but it is meant to find the coordinates of a person, like their latitude and longitude, in their city, and using that, it'll find other people nearby
using Google Maps, and once it finds people, it'll display the distance between the two people. And then also part of this is the local band search program in another file. And this would take the genre that the user entered along with the city that the person entered, and it would list the top 10 websites where the person can use to learn about the musical story of their genre in their region. Of course, this program is hard-coded, but in the normal version, it would take data from our survey. Thank you for watching.
And with that, I believe that was all 8 teams. Really great job. Every single one of those projects were amazing, and really, I'm sure, blew everyone away. So now I believe our judging panel will leave to figure out the general prizes. And while they do that, we will now hear from... please welcome our State Superintendent, Mr. Paolo Di Maria.
Thanks so much. And I'm just going to start by saying, wow, what an amazing collection of finalists. I think it's just